Hey guys, Flaccid Baron here with another video that is my thoughts on the latest dev talk. And this time, boys, I know last time I was over 2 months late to the video, but this time, boys, boom, the day it comes out, I'm giving my thoughts on it. It's going to be really interesting. They've been talking about these huge updates for a while now, so hopefully we'll get like a timeline or just some more info. Honestly, just any more info we can get, because in my stream, I get a lot of questions about this update coming out, and I don't have the answers. I know as much as you guys do, so hopefully this will give us some more info. But yeah, let's check it out.
Hello and welcome, Albion community, to another Albion.
All right, first off rip, dig in this room, man. This setup you got here, yo, it's nice. You got the Albion playing in the background. That's a nice little touch. But then you got like Warhammer stuff. You got some like miniatures, painting stuff. Yo, respect. I don't really play any miniature game myself, but I do respect the people that like paint it and make it look real cool.
As you can see, today you're not joining me in the beautiful Sandbox office. Instead, you're joining me in my office at home, where I have my workshop and my PC and where I've been working on Albion Online, while me and the rest of the Albion team have been sheltering in home office during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Unfortunately, the big Rona has been making people work from home, so it's probably a little bit slower progress. But hopefully we get this update soon.
Talks again from the office. Let's see if that works out. But we really wanted to give you an update right now, and where we're at, what we've been doing, what's been going on, and of course what's happening with the next update. So, what has been going on? Well, what has been going on is that we've had a massively successful Queen update early this year.
Very true.
And we've
a lot of cool updates with Queen
to support this update. As of today, we've rolled out 13 patches and updates for this, doing all sorts of things. Fixing critical technical issues initially, which we had with some Windows 7 users and some other users as well. Tweaking a lot of things, improving rewards, changing game design values, but of course also running a massive alliance test and changing the way alliances work, changing the way the portals work, introducing new UIs, rolling out an entirely new mobile UI, which you should check out. Of course, we're also working now on the performance.
Yeah, honestly though, like I said, with the big Rona, everyone's been having to work from home, so I bet that's a lot harder on the devs. But yeah, they've been on point, man. They've been putting out a lot of good updates. I do need to recheck out mobile. I haven't played mobile in like 6 months, probably longer. So I definitely need to check out mobile again, because it does seem to be a lot better.
The stability of the mobile version. So many things that have happened and are still going on. So first thing we're doing right now is we're still working on some patches and updates for the Queen update, which is most notably, currently we're working on some fixes for exploits with the smart cluster queue. And we're also still hoping to roll out some improvements for...
That's good for the ZVZers, the fixing the smart cluster queue. The only info I really get on ZVZs, I do ZVZs every once in a while, but I'm not really into like the politics and like what people are doing in them. I just go to fight. But yeah, I've seen on Reddit and other places that people are abusing smart cluster, which, you know, you shouldn't exploit things. So good thing they're fixing that.
Mounts and tweaking some stats for mounts. But of course, everyone's here to find out what's happening with the next update. And I can tell you we've made a lot of progress since we last talked about the update. And we have a lot of things we want to share with you. Way too many for the single update video. So soon there'll be more
nice
dev talks coming out covering each topic in depth. But today we'll take a really quick look at where we are and what the features are that are going to be in the update primarily. Now
that's really good that this development team is doing a lot of dev talks. I mean, I don't know if other games really do it, but I really do like the dev talks. They're really cool to see where we're headed and, you know, where the progress is.
Tell you that
especially as a streamer,
are in the last
helps me out a lot.
Development. We're about 4 weeks away from locking things down, and then they will go into testing.
Okay.
But with such massive features, we want to really take our time to make sure we finish up properly and we test them properly. So before we roll this update out, it'll probably be the end of the season, and they'll be ready for the start of the next season.
So 4 weeks is kind of long, but at the same time, like he did say, these are huge updates. There's gonna be a ton of new weapons, new Avalonian roads, like new corrupted dungeons. You really want this stuff to be made good and not broken on launch, right? There's nothing worse than waiting for something and it comes out and then it's broken on launch and it's like unplayable. So even though they are taking their time, and again, the big Rona is making things a lot slower, I'm so glad. 4 weeks, end of the season, something to look forward to.
But with that, let's jump in and take a look at where we're at. So the first feature that you're going to find in the update are the new Avalonian weapons. That'll be 15 new weapons.
Nice. All right.
Spells.
15 new weapons.
Excitingly about it, with all new mechanics.
That's one thing that we didn't know, if there was going to be actually 15, like one for every type. So that's good. 15 new weapons.
Something like the Avalonian cannon, a weapon that you can start shooting, and then while you're channeling the shot, you can still aim, trying to hit your target. Or
nice.
A particular favorite of mine.
So if we look at this, it looks like a 30-second cooldown on that. If you like kind of look down here, where it already started, I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, new abilities are awesome, of course. So we were right. That was one thing that me and my chat were trying to, well, and you guys, the YouTube audience, were trying to decipher if this was the crossbow or what was this, because you can only think of it as a crossbow, right? So yeah, we were right. Crossbow.
Mine is the mimic spell on arcane staffs that's going to come in that
mimic
allows
spell.
you to copy another opponent's spell and use it against them. So
I don't know how I feel about that though.
The new Avalonian weapons are hopefully going to
just doesn't seem very good.
Quite a bit. And unlike the level 3 artifacts, they're actually coming in and are going to be useful on all levels of play. So from small scale to large scale, they'll cover a wide range. So stay tuned for the dev talk about the Avalonian weapons. They'll be super exciting.
Wait. I kind of want to rewind that. He said, unlike the level 3 artifacts, so meaning the relic artifacts, so like Death Givers, like Siege Bow, like all that stuff. So he's saying,
from small scale to large scale,
unlike
3 artifacts. So
sorry, let's replay that.
The new Avalonian weapons are hopefully going to shake up the meta quite a bit, and unlike the level 3 artifacts, they're actually coming in and are going to be useful on all levels of play. So from small scale to large scale, they'll cover a wide range. So
interesting.
Stay tuned for the dev talk about the Avalonian weapons.
Yeah, no, that I'm definitely looking forward to that dev talk probably more than anything. Maybe Corrupted Dungeons is right there with second place, but not so. That's interesting. We're gonna wait for that dev talk to come out and explain it more, but it is a weird way that he put it, right?
The next big feature that, of course, everybody's waiting for are the Corrupted Dungeons.
Yes.
So Corrupted Dungeons,
best
for
update
those
ever.
who missed the last dev talk, are going to be a place that is like a regular dungeon in the world that's been infected, reshaped, and taken over by demons. And when a player enters, the entrance is going to close behind them, protecting them from, well, other people following in directly. However, there is a way to invade these dungeons by making a pact with the demons, and you can try to kill players who are trying to cleanse one of these dungeons. So this should be super exciting because it offers an entirely new dimension of 1 versus 1 PvP in Albion, and an entirely new one player PvE experience. So all new mobs, all new dungeon. Super exciting. As I said, we'll have its own dev talk coming soon.
Yeah, that's another one. Like I said, I was very excited for. Corrupted Dungeons. I've been looking for solo gameplay. That's mainly what I do. I do solo stuff. Lately, I've had to do like 2v2 Hellgates, and it's just, I want more solo-driven gameplay, right? So this is perfect for it. It's a 1v1, or it's a fame farm, like it's at the same time. So I think this is going to be a really, really good update, hopefully. We'll see when the dev talk comes out. We'll get into more depth, but looking good so far.
Everyone's looking forward to the Avalon Roads. The Avalon Roads is
another
super
big
exciting
thing
because they open up 3 entirely new ways of playing. First of all, they create connections. They allow you to find shortcuts through the world, which you can travel to move things around, to trade, to relocate. So this is going to be a super exciting dimension for strategic and trade players. Then you have the exploration components. The Roads of Avalon will come with a lot of different things to find inside of them. new NPCs, new resource spots that you can exploit. So this will be something cool to explore for a single player or a group of friends. And then finally, I'm happy to announce that the Roads of Avalon will come with the opportunity to live inside of them. So there'll be special locations inside the roads where you can place down a hideout, and then your guild can live inside of the Roads of Avalon, disconnecting them from the Outlands, protecting them somewhat from the politics that are going on there, and having their own unique style of play, coming out into the world wherever the roads kind of spit them out. And we'll have a series of dev talks actually explaining how the roads work coming up soon.
So like you said, there's gonna be another dev talk, and we'll take a look at those as well. But he said when you put the hideout in, I guess the entrance and exits are gonna shift, so you don't know where it's gonna spit you out, right? So that's really cool. So you can live in there, and you'll kind of teleport around the map, right? Your hideout's going to teleport around, or at least the entrances and exits are gonna shift. So you never know where you're gonna enter, and then you can build your little base, and then the next day or whenever they move, I don't know what the timeline is. We'll probably get more info later. You're gonna be somewhere else. Like, so you could feel like if I'm getting it correctly, you could one day be in the Royal Continent. The next day be near the Martlock Black Zone. The next day be over by Fort Sterling Black Zone. And then the next day back to the Royals somewhere, right? So it's very interesting. I wonder how attacks are going to be taken on hideouts then. If it is ever shifting, like, are you able to... Like, you got to be able to PvP and take down that person's hideout, right? But again, really, really cool. I really like everything they're doing about this next update coming out. So
stay with us. Hopefully the next Dev Talks will be from the office again. We'll go in depth with all of these features, and then I hope you join us for the release of Albion's next update at the end of the season.
All right. Well, we got a lot of cool information. Confirmed 15 new weapons with new abilities. We confirmed that it is going to come out near the end of the season, so probably for the next season. Maybe on the off-season time, like for that week or two, that's off-season. So that's really good. Those are the big questions that I've had, and a lot of people in my chat have had. So yeah, guys, next time the Dev Talks drop, hopefully we'll get a lot more information on these weapons. Hopefully they go through all 15. Like, that'd be really cool. I'd love to give my thoughts on, especially the daggers, right? But, I mean, every weapon. I'd love to see what I think about it. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Stay soft, and I'll see you in the next one.